Right, so that's unboxed. What have we got in here? PlayStation? Right, folks, this isn't your regular PlayStation. This is what they now call the PlayStation Classic. What's a PlayStation Classic, I hear you ask? It's effectively a mini PlayStation. Mini means typically means small. It's a small PlayStation. It's a PlayStation 1 console, but it's a small PlayStation 1 console. Let's open it up. So, controller. I thought I'd get two controllers in here. Controller. There is the PlayStation Mini. This is the PlayStation console. And that's it. Nothing else by the look of things. So, we got a controller there. That looks like a regular PlayStation controller, but of course, it's got a USB connector there. That's different from the old style PlayStation controllers. There's another one in there. Take it from Steve Dog, that's in there. And then we got this little puppy here. Let's quickly take this one out. Undo sellotape. This has been well packaged. Whoever's packaged this has put plenty of bubble wrap in. Make sure, folks, you don't chuck bubble wrap in the sea. Don't throw plastic in the sea. But you can reuse that. That's environmental advice there for you. Look at this, look. This isn't that I'm holding it a long way away, or in fact that I'm a giant man. This is a tiny little PlayStation. How big is it? Well, it's about the size of my hand. Look at that. It's a tiny little PlayStation. Is it any good? Let's go and plug it in and find out. Right, so here we are. A little while later. Let's just see what this is really like on the telly. Here we go. So of course, here we are. There is the console. Look at that. Compared to a Nintendo Wii, there's a PS4. Compared to that, it's tiny, isn't it? But hit the play there and we'll show you what happens. So, here we go. This will bring back memories to some of you guys. Sony Interactive. What do you get with a PS Classic? You get a little message like that to start with. And then look, you've got these games on here. So we got Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear, solid that is, great game that. Dr. Driller, Oddworld, Rayman, Res Evil, Persona, R4, Street Fighter, Puzzle Fighter 2 actually, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, that's a classic, Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, Wild Arms, and then back again. So, quite a good selection, I think you'll agree. However, we can go better than this with the use of some Steve Dog wizardry. From Steve Dog? Of course. Right, this is a little USB stick. This one is actually a 32 gig SanDisk USB stick. Now what I've done is I've loaded this puppy up with a thing called autobleem, and I've got some ROMs on here as well. ROMs are games basically. So we got 20 games on the system as it came, but now this is what you get otherwise. I'll show you how to do this. This is amazing. What I need to do is switch off the console. In fact, I need to pull the power out on that one. So the power has been pulled out. This comes with just regular micro USB is the power. You don't get that with the console. Then in here, I'm going to plug into the second controller port, and the controller ports are USB ports. In there, the little doobry, and then I now plug the power back in, and what you'll get power's back on, right? So now I start the machine. Go and press the button, that'll help. Press the button. And now what do we get? Oh, hello. Looks the same again, doesn't it? But what have I got instead now? autobleem. So autobleem is a different set of software. You could got a thing down the bottom there. Autobleem there, you've got a thing called RetroArch down there, so you can actually play emulations of Dreamcast and N64 as well. But we're just going to go into autobleem because I've filled up the memories stick with this. And now look, we've got Ace Combat, Actual Soccer 3, Actual Golf, Football, Army Men, a bit more footy there, some bowling, Bomberman, we all love that. Bust a Move, Championship Surfer, Colin McRae. There's loads of Crash stuff I've got in there as well. Demolition Racer as well as that Demolition Derby. So you can see it says on the side over there, SD for the ones that were originally on the system. USB there, look, for all the ones I've added. So I've also added FIFA, Final Fantasy, I think that was already on there, Formula 1 Arcade, Fox Sports, that's basically Actual Soccer. There's a Goal Storm, Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto. We've got loads of Pro Evolution Soccers, Track and Field, Pro Evolutions, Knockout King Boxing, Marvel Superheroes, Metal Slug, Micro Machines, Winter Olympics, some NASCAR games, bit of Need for Speed, bit of PGA Golf, Porsche Challenge, that was great. Powers of Poi Poi, if you know that. Primal Rage, Special Ops, haven't played that. Bit of Star Wars there. Super Shot Soccer, Sydney Olympic Surfers, more golf, Test Drive, some wrestling, some Tetris, more golf, Toca Touring Cars, Tony Hawk's, Vigilante 8, and back around to the start. So there you go, guys. Has it, guys? So I would say, what would this console get? If you like retro gaming like me, I would say ordinarily maybe 3 or 4 out of 10. But when you've got 60 games added, 20 games on, there's 80 games, the whole system and the micro SD, you're looking at probably 40 quid for the lot. That gives you a couple of controllers, micro SD card, and a little bit of work and a little bit of know-how. So I'm getting 80 games for 40 quid, 50p a game. Retro fan Steve Dog gives that 5 stars. And if you want to find out how you do this, just comment below and I'll tell you how. Catch you guys on the retro gaming work face next time, or the flip side, either way.